In this video, I want to give you some advice on how you can start to get more remodeling leads for your business. So I want to keep things simple. I don't want to make this video too complicated. I'll tell you what works, what doesn't work, and why. And also in general, I want to focus on things that will help you get best results for the lowest amount of money you can spend. It's basically 80-20 rule. So 80% of outcomes come from 20% of causes, or 20% of efforts. So you can focus on things that really work and get 80% of results, or you can focus on absolutely everything and you can get slightly better results. But of course, that's going to cost you a lot more money. That's basically the approach that I've used for these past 5 to 6 years that I've been in this industry. And I want to give you some advice that you can apply yourself to get better results. First thing you need is a website. Without a website, you are doomed to fail because your website is your best salesman. It's supposed to present all the information that people are actually looking for when they're trying to hire a remodeling company. So if your website looks good and it contains all that information that people are actually looking for, then of course that's going to help you get more leads. It's going to help you close those leads before they even get on a call with you because they'll be convinced to work with you instead of somebody else. Now, of course, you don't need to have the best website out there, but your website needs to be at least on the level of your top competitors or better. In my opinion, most remodeling websites that I see online are really bad. Either they don't contain crucial information that people are looking for, or they don't really build trust, or they just look bad, or the user experience on the website is really bad, so it's difficult to use that website. Like, there's a lot of room for improvement, but a lot of these top companies are getting leads based on referrals. They're getting leads based on all that previous experience that they have had. So if you're a new contractor, or if you are not really getting excellent results with word of mouth, or you're trying to get more leads, you're trying to grow your business, you need to make sure that your website looks better than these top competitors in order to get better results. People are going to do a lot of research before they hire a remodeling company. They're not just going to click on one website, fill out the contact form, and then contact you. So your website needs to look really good. It needs to look clean so that when people go through the website, it's super easy to look at. It's easy to focus on specific parts of that website. It's easy to read all that information, and most websites you see online are really cluttered, so it's difficult to just focus on reading the whole website. So people are just going to leave, especially nowadays when the attention span of people is so low that they can't even focus on something for 3 seconds. If they just go to your website and they see that it's not what they expected, they will just leave. Pictures are going to be the most important part of remodeling websites. If your website has lots of beautiful pictures of you, your team, of your previous projects, and all that stuff will build trust, and it will help that person make a decision to contact you instead of somebody else. You should also think about all those questions, all those concerns, all those objections that people might have when they're trying to hire a remodeling company. And you should include that stuff on your website, and you should answer all those questions, concerns, and objections. And doing that stuff will help them make a decision to contact you instead of somebody else. So let's say you did all these things and now you have a beautiful website. Well, now you need to send people to that website in order to get some leads. So now you're actually entering the marketing area. So how can you send people to your website? So you have a few different ways to send people to your website in order to get more remodeling leads. The first one is Google Ads. You also have social media advertising, and you have SEO. And these are the most common ways that remodeling companies are getting leads online, and this is how we get leads for remodeling contractors that we work with as well. And I'm going to explain their benefits and downsides so you can make a decision for yourself. So with Google Ads, you're basically trying to show up on Google with your website when people search for specific search terms that indicate that they're actually looking to hire somebody. Somebody that searches for remodeling contractors near me, or kitchen remodelers, bathroom remodelers, or something similar is actually looking to hire somebody. Not all of them, but most of those people. So if you can get your website to show up at the top, then of course you will be able to get those people on your website, and with your website you'll be able to convince them to work with you instead of somebody else. But of course, you're not the only one that's doing Google Ads. A lot of different contractors in your local area are also advertising, and they're trying to show up for those search terms as well. So how does this actually work? So Google Ads basically uses bidding system, and contractors that pay more money are usually going to show up above contractors that pay less money. So you can decide how much money you're willing to spend to get people to click on your website and then go to your website. And of course, this is going to depend on a lot of different factors, like what kind of keywords you're targeting, what's your competition, and all of that. But that's basically what Google Ads are like. And the downsides of Google Ads are the fact that they're usually really expensive because a lot of people are using Google Ads. They're trying to do the same thing that you're doing. A long time ago, you could get leads that are really cheap. But nowadays, they're getting more and more expensive because people are desperate for more leads. So if you're trying to use Google Ads in order to get more leads, then be prepared to spend a lot of money. The most common way I get leads is by focusing on SEO. And SEO is just a term for optimizing the website and Google My Business profile to show up high on Google when people search for search terms that indicate that they're actually looking to hire somebody. So when somebody searches for remodeling contractors near me, kitchen remodelers, bathroom remodelers, and all that stuff. SEO is pretty difficult, but if you're trying to do something on your own, what you should do is you should focus on your Google My Business profile, because that's going to be the main way that people actually find remodeling contractors. So when it comes to Google My Business Profile, what you should do is you should have all that crucial information listed there so that Google knows exactly what it is that you do. But also you should have as many Google reviews on your Google My Business Profile as you possibly can in order to get good results. Because businesses that are getting reviews are liked by Google. Google wants to show companies that have a lot of reviews because those are the businesses people are going to click on. And even if you're at the top of Google, but you have a lot less reviews than everybody else, and of course people are not going to click on your listing. Now, this is a pretty basic advice, but this is one thing you can do in order to make sure that you get excellent results. If you right now can get as many reviews as your top competitors, or at least a decent number of reviews, you will immediately start getting more leads. Even if your website is not optimized for SEO, or if your Google My Business is not optimized for SEO, but it contains all that information that Google is looking for to decide what it is that you do and which areas you serve. If you're trying to do more, then you need to make sure you include as much information on your Google My Business profile and on your website about the areas you serve and services you provide. And this will help Google know and understand exactly what it is that you do and which areas you serve. And it will help you show up when people from those areas search for those services. SEO is really difficult, and I really can't give you some specific steps that you can take in order to optimize your website and Google My Business profile for SEO, because this video will be 12 hours long. But in general, what you should do is add as much information as you possibly can about these things that I mentioned, and that will help you get better results. And if you combine that with getting a ton of Google reviews, then you will be getting incredible results. Also, with your Google My Business listing reviews, like, you shouldn't get a ton of reviews immediately. Like, you shouldn't get 50, 100 reviews immediately. That might even flag your listing. But what you should do is you should have a really nice process in your company to keep getting reviews every single month. If you can develop a process where you consistently ask people to leave a review on your Google My Business profile, and this helps you get a few reviews every single month, then this will gradually build up, and in a pretty short amount of time you will have a ton of reviews. So hopefully this is helpful. Of course, if you need help, you can go to the website. The link is in the video description. Fill out the contact form and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. The downside of SEO is that it's not going to help you get hundreds of leads immediately. It's going to take some time before you start to get 5 to 10 leads a month. These leads are also going to be a lot higher in quality, and you will get leads consistently for years. So this is a really nice lead source that you can have for your business that's really affordable, and you will end up paying a lot less money for these leads than you would if you're advertising on Google or if you're advertising on social media. And that brings me to my next point, which is social media. And you can advertise on social media, or you can try to create some really nice posts in order to get more visibility and in order to potentially get some leads from social media as well. With advertising on social media, you will not get a lot of high quality remodeling leads. A lot of people that reach out to you will be window shoppers. They're not necessarily looking to buy. They're just shopping around. So even though the leads will be cheaper, a lot of those leads will not really be interested. But if you have some really excellent salespeople on your team, then of course you'll be able to close these leads for your business. But if you're just trying to get some high quality leads that are looking to buy, in a lot of cases, this is not really an option for you. Of course, what you can also do is consistently post on your social media accounts in order to get more visibility and to potentially get more leads as well. But even though this is not something that will help you get a ton of leads, this is something that will help build trust, and it will help you close more leads. If somebody goes to your website and you have links to your social media accounts that have a lot of followers, where you consistently post about the projects you're working on and you post some engaging content, then people will see this stuff and they will immediately assume that your company is a professional remodeling company that works on different kind of projects all the time. And if they see some nice comments, if they see lots of likes on your videos and stuff, then of course all this stuff will build trust, and it will help you close more leads through all these different sources as well. Your goal is not just to focus on one specific source. A lot of people will look on different kind of platforms in order to find remodeling contractors, and by keeping your social media updated, this can of course help you get more leads. Also, it's going to depend on what kind of projects you're focusing on. So if you're focusing on typical small remodeling projects, then of course you will be able to get leads through social media advertising or by posting on social media. But if you're focusing on bigger projects like building houses and stuff, then this is not necessarily going to help you get a lot of those leads. But with good social media profiles, with lots of pictures, lots of projects and stuff, it will help build more trust, and it will help you get more leads. The downside again is that it's too competitive. The lead quality is not necessarily going to be as high, but the main benefit is the fact that it builds massive trust. So definitely I recommend you to utilize social media in order to get more leads for your business. So hopefully this video has been helpful. I really wanted to contain as much information as I possibly can in a short video. I can speak only about general topics. I can't speak about specific steps that you can take. But of course, if you need help, you can always contact me. My website link is in the video description of this video. Fill out the contact form and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But hopefully this video has been helpful. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.